Alright guys, thanks for hanging in there. I think I need to move my camera down. I moved it a little bit. It should be fine. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Sorry I'm a little bit not prepared, but we're waiting on some team members to get home. They're going to jump on later, and we're going to talk about this investigation while we're reviewing it. I think it'd be cool to get some feedback from the people on the team that you will see in the live review. And it should be really cool. I see some people jumping on. Bill Davis, Glenda, thanks for joining us on YouTube. See Missy on there. Christina Maple, I see on there. That's a new name I haven't seen before. But if you would like for me to shout you out and say hi, please comment so I know you're there. Hi, Sandy. How are you? We're going to get this show on the road here. I'm just going to kind of say hi to everybody before we begin. We'll bring this up. We'll wait to bring that up. But hopefully you guys, if you're in the Midwest and East, that you're staying warm. We got some snow. I've heard that there's a lot of snow in some places. I think I seen Mike Ricksecker say he had 8 inches today. Hello, Val. How are you doing? Are you ready to check out some investigation footage from Thornhaven Manor? I know I am. My wife, Christy, she's in the next room watching NFL playoff football. And I'm in here live streaming with you guys. So she's probably not too happy about that, but there's not a whole lot I can do. All right. We can get things. Hey, Dan. What's going on? I see you. I'll tell you what. We're going to get things started here. We're going to come over here to the main screen. And we're going to get this show on the road very, very soon. Okay? Very, very soon. I need to organize my windows a little bit here. I'm multitasking. Let's see how we can do this a little bit better. Put that there for now. Put OBS there. We'll shrink it down. Put Vegas right there. Bring it down. I should be able to expand the timeline a little bit there. Whoa, too much. So, we got Haunted in Life joining us. Edward Nisley. Christy jumped on. What's up, guys? Are you ready to review this stuff? Just the team members. I'm not going to be able to pay attention to your private messages. If you're ready to come on a call with me, just let me know in the chat and I'll bring you on. So this is how we're going to set this up. Thornhaven Manor investigation. I'm trying to remember when we were there. I want to say it was during the warm month. I think it was August we were there. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But it was August of 2018, I believe. And we spent the night at this location. This is going to be eventually turned into an episode. The trailer's been out for a while, but we have some team members that's no longer with us that was part of this investigation that we do not have permission to show. So this episode of Portals to the Past is going to be tough to get out to you guys, but I think we're going to be able to get it out to you guys. I need one interview. I need Josh Bender's interview from this location, and then I need to film some interview footage of myself giving myself an interview, which should be interesting, and then we can get it out to you guys. I'm going to try to get out some stuff from not Moonville, but Monroe House before this comes out, but we're going to review this live so you can at least see the investigation footage. I think you guys like this. I've gotten some feedback of you guys letting me know that you like this sort of thing, so we're gonna do it. Missy says she can jump on the Google call, so we'll. Okay, I'll close out Darrick's and call Missy. and we'll call Missy here. Just let me move this window out of the way, and we'll get her on the call. Hello, how are you? You're not even home yet. All right, go ahead and call me when you get home. Goofball. All right, guys, we're going to get this started. We're losing viewers, so I'm going to go ahead and get it started. This is later in the night. I think it's past midnight sometime. It's like 1:30, 2 in the morning, something crazy like that. It could be later. Me, Darrick Schriener, and Josh Bender are teamed up this time, and we do each floor of the house, so we'll get it started here for you guys.
Got deals.
I do feel like when I was with Scott, of course I didn't tell him how I felt about anything. I did tell him about upstairs. It felt like I was being watched and I wasn't supposed to be up there, like I was invading someone's bedroom.
I'm adjusting my beam. I got this up on high, so.
What's on high?
This, my light.
Does it need to be?
Well, no, I don't think so, but I just wanted to see what I got on high. 10 forward.
So, Josh wants us to go to the basement first. The owners said that the basement might have been where they housed some slaves for the Underground Railroad, but that's never been confirmed. But there's suspicion that there was an Underground Railroad that went through here. We had some experiences. Let's check it out.
That last step's pretty high.
Yeah. Could be young Josh Bender.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He did not give a specific room either. Oh, goddamn. That last step is a doozy, especially when you missed the one before it.
That's a wonderful noise, isn't it?
The crickets?
Yeah.
It is. It's beautiful. Freaking
It's all
crickets.
water back there.
Yeah, that's the room that's got the water in it.
Hey, go on. Shut up!
Damn crickets. Yeah, I got a pretty good camera angle. Let me turn this down a little bit more. I think that's a little high. There we go. That's a little better. Shut that. So I can see. Turn the chair, please.
Josh Bender says he's ready. I'm going to pause this and bring him on. Sorry, guys. I lost like half my viewers. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he's going to answer. He didn't answer. That's pretty typical.
Did we just get a blooper shot?
Oh my god. I just stepped off what felt like a 20-foot fucking ledge. It's a 2-inch drop.
Dude, I was down here with Scott and I did the same shit.
Oh goddamn.
That was funny because he made his millimeter go.
It did. I landed so hard that it activated the REM pod. Anything that comes off this REM pod is probably some bull.
Yeah, I'm running so much stuff on my computer. It's Josh left the call. Joined to click the video call. I did. Calling Josh. See, this is why I like having everybody on the call before I start the stream. Yep, there he is. Yes, I can. We're already streaming and reviewing right now.
Just for future reference. Until I can.
Yes, can you not hear me?
Take this apart and try to fix it. Let's see. Bang. I don't know if I
have to change
His basement
this.
is the stuff nightmares are made out of.
Oh, you ain't kidding. Pretty nice. We were told that
Yes.
something down here doesn't like men, and then men seem to be affected by whatever's down here. Is that true? There's 3 of us down here.
Boy, this playback is really laggy. I'm running so much stuff on my computer, that's why. Let's see how much stuff I'm running on my computer. Gotta check my stuff. One moment, folks. Should be doing pretty decent. Uh-oh, yeah. It's not looking good. At all. I could crash my computer right now. We're gonna have to change this up. Let's change this up. We can go to Options, View, Window. Let me find the default. No. Tools, Insert, View, Window Layouts, Default Layout. I'm just gonna have to do it like this. See if that helps. Go to Best and go to Auto. Okay, try that. All right. Man, we lost pretty much all of our viewers. Pretty sad.
Are you in this room over here? What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it's lagging again. Gonna have to fix this for you guys. Preview, auto. It's already on preview.
Wasn't that ladder I was seeing?
I don't know. I couldn't see.
Did you do the same thing?
Yeah.
That was fucked up.
What happened?
Well, I'm looking. I was hearing like a conversation or something over here, like whispering, but it was multiple whispers. And I turned and I looked in here, and when I looked in here, it looked like something walked across this back wall. But then I see that ladder there, and I don't know if maybe it was the ladder, but it moved all the way across.
You saw your view screen?
No, I saw it with my eyes. I got my view screen closed so that I can see better.
But it's recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Oh, okay.
That was weird, but it was real soft and garbled, like a group of people having a conversation. It was weird.
Somebody back in here?
Sit on this chair. Yeah. That was me sitting in the chair. If you're in this room, walk over here and
Do that.
do that.
All right. This is the point where we need to do a little bit more review. This is the first time we think that we might have been getting a legitimate hit on the REM pod. So we'll back this up a little bit more. What happens is Darrick thinks he sees something in the room here. We're going to back it up right before this point. And when I first reviewed this, is my camera froze up? My camera looks froze up. Hold on. You're gonna tell him he's gonna have to wait a few minutes. Here, I guess I can go ahead and do it now. All right. Okay. Now, right here, Darrick's kind of asking for, for stuff to interact with him, and we're going to go ahead and play it here.
There's 3 of us down here.
Yeah, I didn't set it up for you guys to hear it over Hangouts. So that's a problem. You guys won't be able to hear anything. I'm gonna see if I can reconfigure the audio to run through OBS. Just give me a minute to do that. All right, let's see here. Voice meter output. We'll try that. Try. Okay, that's already set. Just one moment, guys. Voice meter. Voice meter. Can you guys hear me on Google Hangouts?
I can.
Everybody confirm that you can hear me on Google Hangouts?
Yes, I can.
Darrick, can you hear me on Google Hangouts?
Yes, I can.
All right, let me know if you can hear the stream.
Are you in this room over here? What
Yes,
the
I
fuck,
can.
dude?
Yes.
Now let me know if you can hear me on the stream, guys.
Yes, I can hear you on the stream.
I can
Okay.
hear you.
All right, just give it a minute. Let me know if you can hear me on the stream, Darrick.
That was fucked up.
What happened?
Well, I'm looking,
Yeah, I hear you.
I was hearing like a conversation or something over here, like
Okay, you thought you were hearing a conversation, Darrick, and then when you looked over to see what it was, you saw something. Do you want to kind of recap what that was?
It looked like if I remember that one, it looked like a figure in the doorway, kind of peeking around the doorway.
Okay, I'm going to try to reconfigure what your guys are seeing. Just give me one moment to do that so you can see it better. Move this over here. Move this over here. We're going to turn that on. We're going to change our display capture to, let's see here, to this. Okay, we're going to go back to that. All right. I'm going to have to change this. You'll see Josh move. You're looking away from him. He's going to move in front of the camera between you and me. I didn't know if you were picking up something from him moving.
Are you in this room over here? What the fuck, dude?
You know, there is a possibility because
I don't know.
I think
Do you think maybe I was casting a shadow from Justin's IR?
He
that very well
can't
could
see the
be.
IR
Well, I'm
light.
looking, I was hearing like a conversation or something over here, like like whispering, but it was multiple whispers. And I turned and I looked in.
So if you go back and listen, there is no whispering that I can hear. Go ahead and check
What the
that.
fuck, dude? There's 3 of us down here.
That was Missy coughing stream.
Are you in this room over here? What the fuck, dude? What is that? Was that that ladder I was seeing?
I don't know. I couldn't see.
Did you do the same thing?
Yeah.
That was fucked up.
What happened?
Well, I'm looking. I was hearing like a conversation or something over here, like whispering, but it was multiple whispers. And I turned and I looked in here, and when I looked in here, it looked like something walked across this back wall. But then I see that ladder there, and I don't know if maybe it was the ladder, but it moved all the way across.
You saw your view screen?
No, I saw it with my eyes. I got my view screen closed so that I can see better.
But it's recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Oh, okay.
That was weird, but it was real soft and garbled, like a group of people having a conversation. It was weird.
Somebody back in here?
Sit on this chair. Yeah. That was me sitting in the chair. If you're in this room, walk over here and
Do that.
do that. Can you do that again?
Didn't see anything. Okay, we're going to look at it again.
It was weird.
Somebody back in here?
He has the mail in his right hand.
Sit on this chair. Yeah.
He switches hands. The mail.
That was me sitting in the chair. If you're in this room, walk over here and
Do that.
do that. Can you do that again? You can keep touching it.
All right, so I know it's been a while since the investigation. What's your thoughts? It doesn't do it again, as we'll see, but what's your thoughts on that?
I'm not sure if it was the way I was moving around. I know I've had some issues with that in the past, with that meter moving around certain ways, touching it certain ways. If I remember right, this was after I fixed the problem where we could touch it and it would actually make noise.
Okay.
So I'm not 100% sure. It was weird because it did it that one time. I don't think it did it ever again the whole time we were in the basement.
No, we'll make sure. What's interesting is you recreate it.
If you're still in here, make that light up again. Walk back over here towards me.
Sorry.
That was strange. Where are we at right now in relation to the back of the house? We're in the front, ain't we?
Yeah.
Of the house?
Mm-hmm.
Because I just heard a whimper.
Oh, we can't have that.
I know, it doesn't want to do shit. Somebody's on interface to.
No, let's recreate what you did. See if we can get the REM pod to go off like you did before. You came in and you sat down.
Yep, I came in holding it just like. Technically, yeah, I was holding it with this hand. And then I came in. No, I was holding it with this hand. Because I came in, I walked over, I wiped the chair off.
You're not sitting it off right now.
Just like that. I had to move my battery pack because it slides into my pocket.
Did it not go?
No, I moved it into this hand.
Yeah.
I held it out right here.
And then it went off.
I said, if you're in this room, could you come over here? And then started going off before I could say, and touch this.
And then you asked to do it again and it went off
did it again, yes.
So that's
messed up.
Can you come over here and touch this again? Just want to verify that was you. Can you come over and touch this meter?
Walk over towards me and make noise again like you did before. If you do it, I'll leave this room and I won't ask you anything else in here.
Who's down here? Are you a slave? Are you a caretaker? We're not here to turn you in or to make you leave.
We're here to tell your story. If there's anything you would like people to know, this is the best way we know how for you to do that.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause it here. I've seen an interesting comment on Facebook here. Hold on. Crap.
Do you want me to read it?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Let me bring your screen back. It says, Cameron Lopez asks, you guys going in there expecting for something to happen, how would you know if it is a spirit or lost soul? Oh my God, first, most of all, you're not communicating with it. What are you offering it in return? A prayer, help, meanwhile they are communicating with you. What we're expecting is nothing, actually. We are trying to get something to interact with us in spirit or anomalously. You know, there's reports and claims of this place being haunted. There's claims that, you know, it interacts with you and the ways in which we're trying to get it to interact with. And that's what we're trying to do now. Here, let me pop my camera back on. So during the course of this review, we do ask it, you know, do you need help? Is there anything we can do for you? You know, what's going on? We do offer, if something is there, help, but there's not much we can do. We do not pray. We're not religious. We're more data gatherers. But I do feel empathy for alleged spirits that are, you know, going through something bad or, you know, involved in a bad situation. Hence the Monroe House live stream we did a couple weeks ago. So it's a little bit more than that. Do you guys have anything to offer from that question?
I think you summed it up pretty good. I mean, we go in there and ask, we ask questions. You know, I don't think we've really ever offered anything in return, because you really don't know what to offer in return.
Well, he suggests praying, but, you know, that would depend on your belief religiously if you prayed.
Yeah, I guess if you wanted to go into a location and bring religious beliefs in and do it that way.
I think if you're going to do it, with religious beliefs, I think you're going to do that on your own. And, because each of us may have different views. I know Justin and I have different views. I'm not sure about Darrick and Missy, but if you're going to do something like that, if you have similar beliefs, you can do it together. If not, then do it separately.
Right. Yeah. That's a good point. Josh is definitely, different than us religiously and spiritually. So, like I said, I'll reemphasize, we are data collectors and investigators and paranormal researchers. We're not like, spiritual workers coming into this location. So that's what you're watching now. All right, we will continue.
Is there a window down here?
Window?
Yeah.
Right here. Okay.
That's
It's boarded out.
a way to get out. It's like a little door.
Okay. Yeah, there's something behind you, Boo.
Oh my god, this video is lagging so hard because I'm stretching my CPU to the limit here.
It was like a light anomaly in the bathtub.
I was just about to ask you,
I didn't know
Justin,
if
if that
it was
was on
coming
your
off.
end or my end, because
Coming through that.
it's lagging and it's flickering on and off on my end.
I don't know.
I'm seeing all kinds of weird shit down here, which is
Well-
different because there's a lot of places that I don't get a lot of stuff that I see out of the corners of my eyes, but it could just be the nature of being in this basement too. Are
What
you
I need
hiding?
is another
Is that
computer.
why you came over and messed with this meter and then haven't messed with it since?
Did you hear that?
What was that?
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to try to listen to this again. When I listened to this the first time, it was very faint. I don't know. When I'm live streaming it, it's going to be super compressed, so you may not hear anything.
I don't know.
I'm seeing all kinds of weird shit down here, which is
Well-
different because there's a lot of places that I don't get a lot of stuff that I see out of the corners of my eyes, but it could just be the nature of being in this basement too. Are you hiding? Is that why you came over and messed with this meter and then haven't messed with it since?
Did you hear that?
What was that?
Did you hear that?
Yes.
It was almost
Right now, there is 3 of us in the house. There is 2 other people outside. 3 in the house, 2 outside, and a tent.
There were 3 outside. There was me, Diana. Well, there were 4. There was me, Diana, Kelly, and Scott.
Kelly and Scott are gone.
Oh, at that point they were gone. That's right. So there were 2 of us outside. But
That's what I said, right?
yeah.
Okay. So I'm answering, what's
Right.
the question? I forget her name. Right. Yeah, Valerie Wright. Okay.
it's like a fluttering.
I don't hear the fluttering right now.
That or what is weird?
I don't know.
I'm seeing all kinds of weird shit down here, which is
Well-
different because there's a lot of places that I don't get a lot of stuff that I see out of the corners of my eyes, but it could just be the nature of being in this basement too.
Okay, the reason why we do not render... Here, let me turn this on. The reason why we don't render what we show in advance is because I can't isolate all the tracks on audio and video if I want to. Okay? The reason I do that, if something comes across my mic, the RVPR, the mic you see Josh holding, you can't do that when it's rendered.
Are you hiding? Is that why you came over and messed with this meter and then haven't messed with it since?
Did you hear that?
What was that?
Did you hear that?
Yes.
It was almost like a fluttering. Might have been a bat.
I didn't hear that on my audio.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was like a voice.
It sounded like fluttering of wings is the best way I can describe it.
Let me check and see if I see any of
Then I heard like shuffling.
Over here, I couldn't tell you what that was.
That was, well, that's what I heard when I turned and thought I saw somebody walking. That's kind of what I heard, but it was more distant than that. But we're in the room now. But it was like a conversation.
You want to go that way, where Josh is?
Yeah. What the fuck? Did you hear that?
No. I was clicking my light.
I know I got that on recorder.
I thought I heard something out of my right ear, like some kind of whisper.
I heard something right here beside me when I got up, and it was just like a mess.
Sit down.
Let's test and tell you where. Because it could have been the battery pack sliding back down in my pocket.
Yeah.
Yep. That was weird, man. I didn't think it would make that kind of noise. What's that red light on the floor? Is that a power cord?
Yeah.
Okay.
Power strip. Hey Darrick, there's
a step there, just for general information. Yeah, this is the fallen in room.
I haven't seen any bats.
I haven't either.
I have. Me and Scott did.
Down here? Down here?
No, upstairs. On the first
Well, I
floor.
mean down here.
No.
I've seen no evidence of bats down here.
I heard, it sounded like a fluttering.
It did, but it was more. To me, it sounded like small footsteps dragging across the ground, like scooting feet. Is there anybody back here?
I heard that.
I'm sure you get asked a lot of questions by a lot of people who come in here. Do you like the people who are coming in here and asking you questions?
I heard something. Over. Almost sounded like someone said, "Hey."
Where at?
Did you guys hear it on the recording? Was that when you guys had just talked?
I'm sure you get asked a lot of questions by a lot of people who come in here. Do you like the people who are coming in here and asking you questions?
I heard something. Over. Almost sounded like someone said, "Hey."
Where at?
I didn't hear it.
That way.
Okay.
Oh, in the other room towards where we were just at?
But it was.
Was it distant?
Yeah.
And see, that's a lot of what
I
I'd
don't
be
know if we
hearing.
really hear them outside or not.
No, well, see, we're in the front of the building, and they'd be in the back, so I don't think we should be able to hear them, because that's a pretty good distance, and all the bricks and shit down here. Even the sound traveling through the floor, I don't think it's going to go that far. Are you trying to avoid us? Something's out there, because it just said something again. It's like it said, "Come."
Alrighty.
We will.
Josh, that's hilarious. We'll go back and listen again.
I got a couple questions.
Okay, go ahead.
First one is, which camera has the audio, the audio problem? There's one of them that's in and out. It's kind of got a whooshing sound to it.
That's the
And the other-
compression Google Hangouts is doing.
Okay.
It's
and then
adding
the other,
artifacts. And
is that my camera rig that's making that banging popping sound?
I'll have to see.
Yeah, I've been hearing that too. I don't know if it's a cord bumping something or
It could be.
Well,
I'll
that's what I'm
listen.
thinking.
Something's out there, because it just said something again. It's like it said, "Come."
Alrighty.
We need to go back further. Yeah, it's
I heard
most
it
likely
once
your rig.
that there. But
What, Josh? I'm sorry.
I said I heard it once right before Darrick heard something. It was like somebody hitting something, but it might be a cable hitting it or something. Because whenever he was in that run room, messing with the mail meter, and he was kind of moving around and stuff, I kept hearing something like hitting
I got you.
hitting something else. I know it just sounded like maybe it was a cord or something.
Something's out there, because it just said something again. It's like it said, "Come."
Alrighty.
We will.
Where do you want us to go?
We're going to stand right here, and we want you to tell us where you want us to go. Sorry. Watch that step. It's a doozy. We've heard you a couple times talking and whispering in the distance. All you gotta do is tell us where you want us to go. Do you want us to be down here?
I just wanted to make a point to you guys. If you look at Josh's Sony AX100, the top left one, see how this light is orange? It's the actual color the light is. That lets you know that it's full spectrum and not infrared. Which, I don't know if they advertise the night shot is infrared, but that right there tells you it's full spectrum.
try device. Like ITC or anything.
Pull out the spirit box and see if it'll do anything.
Just real quick, I'm just curious.
Just right in this spot, because I don't know what's right here.
Where you at?
It's in this pocket. Right here in this doorway. On that wall. Kind of see where this hole is?
Mm-hmm.
You come right out about the center right here and draw a line on that door. I kept seeing a black shadow going towards this door. It would start here, migrate to the door, and then it'd be there again, migrate to the door. And it did that like 3 times while I was looking that direction. I had my camera on it. Hopefully it picked it up. It very seldomly does.
Let's do.
That's embarrassing.
It's the ram.
It is.
We'll pick it up on the end.
Really? We'll sit the wind down. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be that bad. That's crazy.
Thanks for watching, Carmen. Thanks. So what do you guys think reviewing these 4 cameras at one time? It's pretty rough, ain't it? It's the only way I can get shit done.
It's a lot to watch at one time.
I'm picking up radio station on AM. Oh,
Now you're not.
I had it going the wrong way. Now, if this thing acts up, we got a problem because that's got brand new batteries in it. Is there anybody down here that wants to communicate with us? If you can use the white noise to speak with, tell us where you want us to go.
Megan Elliott, I don't hear a mower or a fan. We're using a spirit box right now, which is a radio that scans frequencies. That might be what you're hearing. I'm not sure.
Were there slaves looking for freedom housed down here? There was something that come through there. It was real faint.
Did you hear anything?
There was something there. There was something there. There was something that come through there. It was real
Didn't hear
faint.
anything, did you guys?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Are there any Indians down here? Are you protecting this area? That was the same voice that came through earlier.
Should anything come through that the way it's set? Is it all white noise or what?
I decoupled the antennas completely.
Yeah, we turned the antennas off. Josh, were you hearing something there?
Not on the review, no. Did I mention something there? Because I don't remember. I don't remember hearing anything while that was going on.
All right. Well, you had asked if something could come through. I didn't know if that's because you heard something.
Mm-hmm.
Should anything come through that the way it's set? Is it all white noise or what?
I decoupled the antennas completely.
So nothing should come through.
It's possible if there was some, like a station like super close to us that was broadcasting really powerful. But other than that,
Is that on FM or AM?
This is on AM. Plus we're in the basement with all the bricks around us.
like the only way to know is to go through each channel to see if you can pick up something.
Right.
Justin, I think that was just a general question. I don't think that was. If I heard something, I think I would have said something there.
Right. Valerie, we are at Thornhaven Manor in Newcastle, Ohio.
Is there anything you would like for us to know? That'll help us with the history of the building. I keep hearing something in that doorway.
Yeah.
I keep hearing it too. I keep seeing it.
What do you see?
I've seen a white friggin' mask in front of that door about at least twice.
It's like a mumble.
Are you in the other room? Use this device to tell me yes or no.
Okay, I heard something there. Did you? It was like really bassy. Let's go back a little bit.
Yes or no. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You see it?
I couldn't tell what it said.
Well, probably won't.
We'll listen to it one more time. A little bit further.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You see it?
So that's the first time we got something to come across. Definitely didn't sound like, I don't know, probably radio.
I couldn't tell what it said.
Well, probably won't know until review what it says. That's crazy. Yeah, something just said, it's like it said go.
See too soon to cycle through.
Yeah.
Are you a woman?
Sounded like a woman.
I couldn't tell what it said.
Oops, I went back too far. Let's see if we can find out where we were here. Oh, I'm going too far. Sorry, guys.
Okay, I'm going to shut this off.
You go back a little bit further.
Do people that come down here know who you are?
How far back do I need to go, Craig?
Are you a man?
Okay, I think you asked to go for a woman here.
Are you a woman?
What do you guys hear in there?
I'm trying to get a pattern because it sounds different over the headphones. Yeah, the spirit box does. So it's sometimes it sounds a little different, but I'm not hearing any kind of voices or anything that.
Do you hear something coming across there other than white noise?
Yeah, it's something. I just kind of thought it was the sound changing coming through the headphones, like through the hangout call.
Okay. Darrick, are you hearing anything?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, just to kind of, because everything kind of sounds a little more garbled and distant coming through the call through the headphones.
Okay, I can fix that here real quick for you guys. Just one moment.
Justin, I hate to interrupt.
Yeah.
Valerie said she heard a woman.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought I heard. Let me look for B1 here. And okay, let me know if that helped at all. I want to turn the EQ off too.
Are you a man?
Is that better, guys?
Are you a man?
Yeah.
Huh?
You did unmute yourself.
Did I mute
Yeah,
myself?
it sounds better to me.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit better on my end. Are you a man? Do people that come down here know who you are? Okay, I'm going to shut this off if you ain't got anything you want to tell us. We'll shut it off on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I noticed that you're clipping your audio. You might want to turn it down a little bit. Every time that red light blinks, you clip.
Oh, okay. I might have bumped it when I was jiggling around.
Yeah, you have it cranked.
Oh, yeah, well, it was on like 7.
It was on 10. It was on 10. I put it down to about 7.5.
Nice. There's my funky
Are we heading up?
meter. Yeah, we can go up.
It's pretty quiet down here.
Yeah, right now. It seems to be a little action early and then it kind of just died out. The basement is definitely interesting down here.
This whole fucking place is.
Well, yeah, I mean, the whole house is kind of it's intriguing. It feels, it gives you this feeling that this house
This
has.
battery's dead. I'm gonna have to replace the
Oh, okay.
batteries for this camera.
The camera or the light?
My light.
The house makes you feel like it has a secret.
That was me.
Linda, you said you saw a policeman in uniform on the stream, on the live review? Can I clarify that for me?
I knew that. Is there anybody in this hallway that might want to communicate? I was told that being in this hallway by yourself, people got a lot of interaction. Well, I'm staying here. Let's interact. The motor second. Loud. When you walk up and set this meter off, it makes noise, it lights up. It changes numbers when you get close. Or you can just say something so we know you're in here.
I'm not sure what noise you're talking about, Valerie.
Justin, I hate to interrupt you, but I have to jump off here because my phone is dead and I can't use headphones while I have a battery pack charging. So I will moderate from here.
Okay.
And I will talk to you later.
I know, I turned a lot of them off. If you hadn't noticed already.
Oh yeah. Turn that on. Whose room did this used to be that's roped off?
Did you hear something?
I did.
I didn't hear anything. Let's put it back.
Did you hear something?
A little bit further. Sounds like a car.
Did you hear something?
I did. Yours is a good answer, but tell me who you are.
Did you hear a bump?
I just heard a thump, but I think it was outside because it was behind me.
Okay. Somewhere in
it's
the car?
outside. Sounds like car door.
Okay.
When I asked whose room this is, it said mine. Something said mine.
You heard it with
Yeah,
your ears?
I heard it with my ears.
Like a whisper? Or?
No, it was like plain as day. It was pretty damn loud.
I didn't hear anything.
It wasn't really a whisper. It was like it was almost like somebody standing at the corner edge of the hall or in the back of this room, and it just said mine. But that was crazy as fuck.
So, Darrick, did you hear that on this review?
No, I didn't hear it on the review at all. Nothing picked it up that I know of. I remember hearing it, and it seemed pretty loud when I heard it.
Yeah, it's always frustrating because the ears are definitely designed and has it has a different, frequency response than these microphones do.
Right.
So that might be why.
Put both hands here. I've got this meter stuck in this room. We're not allowed in this room. They've got it blocked off. Can you walk up to this door and touch it?
Valerie said she's seen an orb. We'll see if we can see some dust flying from the IR.
I've got this meter stuck in this room. We're not allowed in this room. They've got it blocked off. Can you walk up to this door and touch it?
She might be seeing a glare from the IR light.
Mm-hmm. Hence why I put lens flares in our layout.
They say it's unsafe to be in here. Do you like it that nobody can come in here?
Sounds like vehicles or something
touching
outside.
my leg, dude. My left leg. Right down on the side of my leg, by the back, by my calf.
Derek, things touch
Definitely
your
don't
leg
see
an awful
anything.
lot, don't they?
No goosebumps or nothing?
I can't tell on the
They
infrared.
do. They like the hairiness. I think what it is, I'm so low to the ground anyways that I catch a lot of drafts that other people can't.
What do you mean you're low to the ground?
I'm short.
Well, dude, everybody's legs hit the ground. I mean, nice
I got
try making a
small
joke.
ankles.
Nice try about making a joke about being short, though.
It feels so fucking weird. It's like something was rubbing on my leg.
See you, Bobby.
Is that weird? Yeah. That's a window.
Yep.
That's fucked up.
Are you alright, Darrick?
Yeah. Just, I was looking through.
You're acting kind of weird. It's funny. What do you think, Josh? Derek's acting a little weird. Ever since the basement, he feels a little bit jumpy.
I'm not jumpy. I feel fucked up.
I haven't heard anything. I heard
Quit holding
there's a
out
few
there.
things in the basement, but that's it.
I think there's lights coming through here. It looks like car lights every now and then. And it's weird because you can see shit through there. I didn't even know there was a window there. Now see, there is footage that we used in the episode because we had to pull it because it had individuals in it that we can't have on camera. But I did go in that hallway a couple more times by myself to see if something would interact, and had 3 or 4 more experiences during that time of the investigation.
Yeah, what were they saying, Derek? That when we went in for that first session, what were they saying about that? Because they had me go in the hallway, and of course I didn't feel anything. But
We were told that the story has it that if males go into the hallway by themselves and stay there with nobody else around, they'll hear things, see things, they'll be touched. There's all kinds of different things that happen, but it's just a male. It doesn't happen to females.
yeah, I didn't have any kind of experience in there.
Right. The only thing that I had was I heard some more voices straight in the hallway. I had somebody whisper over my shoulder, and then I heard footsteps come around the corner down the hallway towards me.
Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of activity that's reported in that area from the top of the steps down to the bottom.
Mhm.
All right. We shall continue.
Or this hallway by yourself is where everybody says they get the most interaction, which I find weird. In this whole house, this one stairwell, or this one hallway, I don't get that.
It's been traveled a lot. It's my theory.
It's quiet as shit.
Yeah.
Except for the fucking crickets.
I'm sure it's evil. You notice the handrails are short? Just like in the Hannah house.
Did you guys see that shadow on the wall? Did it look like an apparition?
Just now?
Yeah, it was in the. I'm thinking the top right hand frame. I think that's coming off of my Q8 or your Q8. When we come up the stairs, if you go back a little bit further, right there, when we pan into that room, you can
Okay.
see one of our shadows.
It's probably from an IR light. Let me look.
Yep.
You know when you see it. Right there.
A few frames ahead. Right there. See it?
No. Here, let me go through my frame here.
It's like perfect pareidolia.
Turn my light off. Oh, I see it now. You're talking about this. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That's
That's our shadows.
It's one of you guys. It's probably you, Darrick, since you're the guy filming into the doorway.
Right.
Yeah, so that could definitely, someone could definitely say they see something there, but it's just our shadow. It's crazy how it just disappears like that. That's cool.
Oh, I know. That's wicked as shit.
It's just like you're there, and then I move my light away, and boop, you're gone. Good eye, though. I like that.
My thing is wrong in that. Right over back and forth.
I know I can go for a nice cold beer right now.
Yeah.
It's hot as fuck right now in this place, isn't it?
Yeah, it was super hot there that evening.
Yeah, it got hot and muggy because it had rained earlier in the day. It was humid as crap too. If I remember right, sitting at that table, we sat there for quite a bit.
Come up to the table and join us?
It got to the point that I was ready to fall asleep sitting there at that table. It was so hot and miserable.
Yeah, I was dozing off too.
Heard a female.
Valerie
Pick up on stuff up
commented
here.
and said she heard a female say yeah.
Okay, there's a delay, so I'm at 3707, so we'll go back to 3607. Hopefully that's far enough. See here. Go back to here.
Is there anybody up here? You want to come up to the table and join us?
I pick up on stuff up here. Residual energy.
Right before they sat down. Okay. That's why we do this. We'll go all the way back right before they sat down. So Josh is sitting. Okay, right there. Maybe back a little bit further.
My thing is rolling that right over back and forth.
I know I can go for a nice cold beer right now.
I didn't hear anything, did you guys?
No, I didn't.
Anybody up here? I did right there.
Before you asked, or after
Yeah.
you asked?
After I asked, when I said, "Is anybody up here?" Is anybody up here? I heard somebody say, "Yep." Is there anybody up here?
Did you hear it that time?
Yeah, it's really faint. It's like there's. Is there anybody up here? Nope, not that time. You want to come up to the table and join us?
I pick up on stuff up here. Residual energy.
Should have turned that fan off.
I mean, I'm sure there's still stuff running, doing its thing.
There's a woman that I'm picking up in this house. Like her residual energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long time ago. She's wearing a bonnet.
Definitely all about her. Are we allowed in this room? There's no need to be shy.
No, it sounded like it was behind me.
I thought you guys shifted in the chair or something.
I don't know. I didn't even know I did that. I didn't think I moved or anything. That's what it sounded like, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Don't take much.
Oh. Gosh, it's so quiet here. Everywhere.
Do you not want to talk to us? Which obviously you don't.
Do you think we should set a camera up here?
Yeah. Might not be a bad idea.
Kind of sit it in this room, point it at that way and against this wall so we can kind of use the wide angle
Right.
to capture all this way.
I have a noise gate, so if I'm not talking, it's muted.
Now, Ghost Adventures, the room behind you is where they got the shadow
Oh, okay.
in the servants' quarters.
Right. Oh, that's what's over here behind me?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I don't think it'd be a bad idea to put a camera in the basement either.
Yeah.
Yeah, the basement would be a really good spot.
That's a bug.
Yeah, up here would be a good spot.
That's not a bug. That's a demon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's Satan.
I do have to say that was one of the worst locations we've been to when it comes to mosquitoes and chiggers and stuff that's going to bite the heck out of you.
Yeah, it was bad.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I keep waiting to see something on the top right come through the window and just scare the shit out of everyone. I don't know if I heard something there or not. Valerie, I didn't hear it. I think I'm hearing things, but it just could be the fan causing some pareidolia, audio pareidolia. Thought I heard something there. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. It's probably nothing. Josh is like, fuck this shit.
I think
so
I was about
tired.
to talk, yeah, we were both sitting there dozing off, and it was like,
Sit there so long. Silence just makes me tired.
Pussy. Not really. It is. It sucks.
felt like Velcro in my feet. Yeah, I noticed that when we was up there with Carol.
Nice ass shot right there.
Run, Dan.
Lace is out, Dan.
What the fuck?
I'm not very fickle.
Yeah. Eyeball is fickle. Fickle is eyeball. Who's eyeball to me?
Josh, what do you think is wrong with Darrick's necro?
I guess a man.
The IR lights won't come on.
Did you ever figure that out, Darrick?
Maybe
Yeah, it
because
just
was
quit doing it.
Okay.
Pretty much, we fiddled with it a little bit and it hit the buttons and it came on.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. It ain't got sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
14 licenses out of build now.
46 minutes.
All right, guys, for you all watching all this time,
That's fine with me. We can go back out and
you're about to see something happen that we can't explain here soon.
regroup. The girls probably want to come in.
We're gonna leave now.
You're down to 2 bars on this camera.
Huh?
There's 2 bars of battery left on the camera.
Oh, that's good. No, I can put it back on. Let me go over it. Yeah, I was here by myself earlier.
And this is the
Hey, did you look up in this bathroom?
Which back room? No, I didn't know.
Go in there and look up. Whoa.
That's weird.
You didn't do anything, right?
No, it just turned.
Is Justin too close?
No, I wasn't.
He opened that door and it went off.
Yep, exactly.
Did you just run out of there?
No change in the magnetic field, just the
No.
ram got disturbed.
Yeah. No change in nothing that I saw.
That's weird.
Yeah, they took the ceiling out and you can see the steps that went up.
Oh, the original steps from the.
I thought there used to be a stand-up shower.
That was pretty cool that went off when I opened that door.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, 'cause there's nothing.
again.
No, that's right.
Oh, sorry.
You're alright. That's my fault.
There's too much man in one space right
You were
there.
standing there. It don't latch, just let it go. It was like that right there.
Oh, sorry. You're alright.
So you were in the doorway looking in.
I was a man sandwich.
Josh, I grabbed it here and I was like, hey, have you seen this in here? Whoa. It goes off again.
That's fucked up.
Okay, we gotta do that again. We gotta figure out.
Definitely have to do that again.
It's not my proximity.
No. No, because.
Okay. I'm gonna open it up. Now nothing.
What the fuck?
Do it a couple more times.
I've never seen anything like that.
I haven't either. I mean, this thing ain't done nothing the whole time we've been walking around.
I see it.
Yeah.
Or if you tap the antenna on it, it's going to...
Yeah,
So you don't think it hit the door?
No, it didn't. No, you would have
absolutely not. Stand where Darrick is. Move here. Stand right where he is. Now don't hold it out that far. He was on that X.
Yeah. Was that an X on the floor?
Okay, now.
Yeah, that's where Ghost Adventures had the static cam.
Okay, because I didn't remember seeing that while we were up there. I never paid attention to that spot on the floor till now.
Yeah, remember, Misty goes around, licks each X that... I'm just joking.
Now hold it just right there.
There it goes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I wasn't shaking it.
Yeah, see, it's not like we're doing anything to make it go off.
It's just that door.
Something with that door. That's highly fucked up.
Was that Josh's hand up against his mic right there? Let's listen to that again.
That door.
Something with that door. That's highly fucked up.
Yeah. Rubbed up against this windscreen.
The EMF field's not being disturbed either. What's weird about that is this is actually over the rail.
Alright, well.
Okay, we're going downstairs.
Do you want us to stay?
We are sensing your presence with this little black box in Darrick's hand. Yeah. Can you step away for a second? We want to see if that's you doing it. Okay. Don't set it off. Stay where you are just for a second, please. We want to make sure that it's you. You don't want to. Is your name Lizzie? Are you hiding in the bathroom?
It's fucking weird.
Did we startle you when we opened the door? It's weird, yeah, but it gets even weirder. No.
Well, it did it in the basement, but it's not like it just goes off to go off.
Right.
Let's try something. See if it'll follow us. Let's go back into this room real quick.
Okay. We're gonna go back in this room. Come with us.
I want to see if it's where we're at, or if it's just okay.
This in here?
Yeah, just stay right here. Okay, it's going off now. Sit it down.
Where at?
On the floor.
Just flat?
Yeah, stand it up.
What the hell?
It almost sounds like direct contact.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back off. You like that, don't you? We brought that for you to play with.
Are you a child?
Yes. I wanted to see if I could startle her. And I did. Good idea. Drop that. You're worse than Missy, dude.
That was my heartbeat in my thing here. How did that do that?
All right, Darrick. I want you to watch it slide out of your pocket. Keep an eye on your pocket, dude.
Okay.
Right? See, it's at the very top left. If you see it, it's kind of hanging right now.
I wanted to see if I could startle her. And I did. Good idea. Drop that. You're worse than Missy.
Wow.
It almost looks like it's kind of pulled out, but I don't know.
I didn't feel anything like it would pull on it, but to be honest, the pocket that's in, there's two pockets on that vest. One's in the front and it zips shut, which is the one I normally keep it in. But I do believe that time I put it in the side pocket, which slides in kind of like a hoodie pocket, but it's really deep, so it would sit. The way it sits, it's almost all the way in the front of my stomach.
All right, watch it one more time.
And I did. Good idea. Drop that.
That was in my front zipper pocket.
Yes.
So if I didn't lean forward or bend down really far, it's not going to come out of that pocket without a zipper.
You don't move. Just watch again.
I wanted to see if I could startle her. And I did. Good idea. Drop that. You're worse than Missy, dude.
I thought you had it in your hand at the time. That's why it made that joke.
Right.
I had the camera on it, so.
Did you have the zipper closed?
No. But that's pretty deep.
Did I lean forward to look at the millimeter with my camera?
No.
Okay. Yeah,
okay. You could watch your camera angle. That'll tell you if you lean.
Right.
Your camera angle is top right.
I wanted to see if I could startle her. And I did. Good idea.
No.
Drop that.
Wow.
I didn't drop at all.
No. It just looked like it kind of just was pulled out quickly.
Right.
I had the camera on it, so.
If you notice, I put it back in the pocket it was in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's right here in the front pocket.
Yeah, I see what Craig says. It was stuck out a little bit, so you can't really tell if it was just on the verge of falling out. That's just, we don't really know what it could have been. I just thought it was interesting.
That is interesting.
But that's pretty deep.
See, you can see now you have it all the way in.
I'm sorry I startled you.
And at this point, right here, you see it kind of sticking out. See there? You can see the black part sticking out.
Right, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We would appreciate it if you actually came in and played with it again, but we would rather that you come in and use it to communicate instead of just kind of grabbing a hold of it like a toy. It can be used as a toy.
Do you want that little black box? If you want it, come up and take it. You can have that.
If you picked it up and took it, I'd gladly let you have it. And I'm not saying this shit, Larry. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Sound like footsteps.
No, never.
I don't know if I heard it. We'll go back.
And I'm not saying this shit, Larry. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Sound like footsteps.
No, never.
I did hear something that sounded kind of like footsteps. Oh, a little bit more back. I only heard one of them at a time, right?
And I'm not saying this shit, Larry.
You hear those light thumps?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear it? It was like two distinct thumps. Kind of sound like footsteps.
I'm glad
I
that
didn't,
you
I
have it.
didn't hear it very clearly.
Okay.
I'm glad that you have it. And I'm not saying this shit, Larry. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Sound like footsteps.
No, never.
Said she was he?
We didn't mean to make you cry.
Wait a minute.
We didn't mean to make you cry.
Oh, you hear that, right? Right after Darrick says, "I didn't make you cry," it's a distant faint, but there sounds like a little girl.
We didn't mean to make you cry.
You hear that?
I think I hear a little bit of something, but I'm losing a lot of the audio and the video over Google Hangouts. I don't know why. I don't know if it's
It's because Google Hangouts compresses the poop out of the audio. Let me see if I can isolate it.
We didn't mean to make you cry.
Right there. We're gonna loop it. Here is a solo. Okay, nothing there. Here is, let's see whose audio this is. This is the AX100 here. I hear it, but it's super faint. So let's listen to this. I think is the Tascam DR40. Okay, I don't hear it in that at all. So it could be matrixing or audio pareidolia. Okay. I'm sorry. Here, let me take that off. There we go.
We're sorry.
I feel bad now. That was a trip though, wasn't it?
Oh, well, that was good. If we come back later on, would you be willing to play?
So what you'll see is we decide, I'm going to fast forward here so we can just wrap this up. We decide to set up a static cam. That's what we're doing now. Kind of play it and turn this down a little bit. But we decide to set up a static cam and monitor the millimeter. We put the DR40 next to it. We set up Darrick's Zoom Q8. And what's weird to me is it never goes off again, and there's no, and just it I don't understand like why it would decide to stop right when I tell it to back off abruptly. Like if it was something natural or something randomly setting it off, wouldn't it just set it off randomly after that? What do you guys think?
I would think so. If I remember right, also when we walk away, we go past that bathroom or the room that we originally started having the encounter with, and I open the door and tell it, if you're hiding in there, here, I've opened the door. You can come out and play with the equipment. We're going to leave you alone for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I went to go down and get that tripod, that's when I had that first experience. When I was coming back through the living room there where we slept, and I heard them footsteps coming at me.
Yeah, I do have that on video. Do you want to take a look at that real quick right now?
Sure. I'm interested to see if we can hear the footsteps.
You definitely can. We'll play that right now. Let me stop this, and we'll minimize it here. Pull up the 5 trillion terabytes of fucking video data I have, and find it. Storage drive 1, case files, Thornhaven Manor, Zoom Q8. Justin, let me change the view here real quick. Large icons. We're going to blow this up so I can find the one it was on. I should have marked it, but we're going to have to find which one it was on here real quick. So let me go through these real quick. But
I hate having issues live streaming. If I can just run off.
Oh, we don't want to show that. That's illegal. All right.
There's a fucking knife in that thing.
Okay, who is that?
There's a fucking knife in that thing in that room.
Okay,
right
I think it's the one before that. So.
Cabinet.
Whoops.
Where that big table thing is.
Let me go. I closed my damn folder. Hold on. Thornhaven Manor. We're live, folks. We're live. Okay, this is. What file is this? I'm thinking. Okay. This one maybe. See if we can. Fast forward until we see Josh come by here. There we go.
That's not it. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's when I come back through.
Yeah. It was like a thump thump.
Yeah, you
like
could hear it.
It ran up on him.
It's almost double the footsteps.
Yeah, it was kind of in between my footsteps.
Right.
Like thump thump. One more time.
You hopping on that floor cracks me up every time.
He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So what you're watching now is we sent Josh down for a tripod. It's like a thump thump. And it didn't happen that time.
No, it didn't.
So this is the first time you're watching this footage, right, Josh?
Yes.
All right. Do you want to watch it again, or will that do it for you?
No, that's fine.
Okay. So looking at it from that angle, what do you think?
From what it sounded to me, it sounded like it was over by the TV. You know, of course, the direction that I looked, it sounded like it was over that way. From what I remember, it seemed like more than just two footsteps because it kind of sounded like it was coming at me.
Yeah.
Not fast or anything, but just, coming in my direction. But yeah, it was weird. Not the weirdest experience I had that evening, but
Valerie, me and Darrick are talking on the floor above him. That's who you're hearing talking. So, do you want to talk about the weird experience before we end the show, or do you want to keep that for the episode?
Let's keep that one for the episode because that was the better one. It kind of hints it in the trailer, but unless you were there and heard the story, you wouldn't pick it up.
Right. Okay. Well, let's backtrack to the REM pod going off there at the end, and we'll kind of discuss that, and we'll close it out. So, what's your thoughts on that?
That was definitely weird. Opening the door and then immediately going off and then kind of repeating it. Then you talking about the little girl, kind of playing games, hiding. Maybe she was scared and then, open the door. Oh, they found me. So she goes running out and, it just kept going off and all of a sudden you yell and it just quits. Period. No more interaction or anything like that.
Yeah,
it would have been nice to have have some kind of EVP or some kind of a girl laughing or something like that to go along with it. Would have been really good.
In retrospect, I think we should have turned off the fans. Because
as much as I hate to say it, yeah.
The fans were great, but they really wrecked a lot of the audio.
Yeah. So, do you feel the same way as Josh does about the rim hits, or do you have something different?
I got the sense that whatever was causing that upstairs at the time was hiding in that room, and when we opened the door, we startled it, and that's why all of a sudden it hit. Well, once it hit, that made noise and probably startled it, and it took off and went back in the room. So we kept having the same interaction because everything we did was kind of scaring the crap out of it. And then, once we got it drawn out and it started following us towards the stairs, we were able to communicate and actually say, hey, follow us into this room and let's see if you'll interact with us in a totally different area. So it was kind of like we actually were able to lead it with us where we wanted it to go. Get it to interact. And then when it decided that it wanted control and it hit that meter and would not interact anymore, and it just kind of stood there, kind of like it was standing its ground type deal, making that meter just go, 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 go. And once you jumped in and yelled at it, it startled it back away to go hide, and it went and hid somewhere else.
It's kind of like a cat behavior, like it kind of goes with what you're saying, but then all of a sudden decides to do whatever it wants. But then when you do something to startle it, it runs and never comes back. It's like it's skittish, like a skittish cat. All right, well, thanks for joining me, guys. I know these live reviews suck, but we're giving our patrons content, we're giving our followers and fans content, and hopefully this will hold them over until we get the episode out. Of course, we do the live shows, but I know they want to see the stuff from the field research that we do. So hopefully that was a pretty good taste.
I think this was pretty cool to do.
Yeah, this was really neat. This was a lot better than the way we've been doing it, because we've got multiple different forms of input.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to switch cam back over. Thanks for joining us tonight. You guys were awesome. Thanks for all the feedback and the interaction in the chat. If you like what you see and you like what we do, you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please consider subscribing and clicking that little bell icon. Please like the video, share it, do all that stuff that helps us out and costs you nothing. If you really, really, really want to help us out, you can check out patreon.com. I don't know if I have the link anywhere, I can put it on YouTube. It's https://www.patreon.com/support interface death. So that is the URL. If you want to go to patreon.com, you can give us a donation. It could be $1 a month. It could be more. There's tiers that you'll see that give you different rewards for how much you pledge. So if you want to help us out even more, you can do that, and we would appreciate it. That's where we're going to leave it. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on Twitter. You can do all kinds of stuff to make sure you never miss any content that we do. And I'm just going to leave it there. You guys have a good night. Go back to watching football or whatever else you do on a Saturday night. I love you guys to death. Tuesday, we're going to have a soapbox live stream. Then I'm going to go over to the Edge of the Rabbit Hole with Mike Ricksecker. And then Wednesday, we're going to have another Necromancer live show. And we're just going to keep on trucking. You guys have a good night.